kids used to go bowling in Enid. And somehow they would steal
bowling balls.
Bowling balls out of the bowling alley.
How did you get
I don't know.
Some inattentive staff, right?
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I don't know. And so then what they would do, Mike, is to drive down. It was an O&K.
O&K Gary. They didn't have to drive. The bowling alley was about a block from O&K Gary.
Just get going and just
slow.
Open.
And then drive along. They'd open the door and let go of the bowling ball.
See what happens next.
And you know, what was it going to do? Kill people or smash cars? Oh, that was a big. Did you watch it?
What would they do? Stop and see what happened? Or,
I don't know. I don't want to
said.
know.
But stuff happens sometimes, and then again, good. Sometimes stuff, you know.
And I was telling them about my wild and woolly days. And
down in the hollow.
Yeah, down in the hollow.
Well, it was. No, our wild and woolly days is go into a 7-Eleven, and Ronnie Stearns, who was really a pathological person, I'll tell you a good story about him in a minute, would be the thief, and we would distract the clerk, and he'd steal a dozen eggs.
Whoa.
Whoa! He'd steal a dozen eggs, and then we'd get in the car and throw them across the top of the car, and egg cars coming the other way. And hit him in the windshield, and that was really good. And we had to be careful because, you know, gosh, if a guy had his window rolled down, we hit him, I might have a wreck. But you know, oh boy, we're wild and woolly. That's what we did instead of murder people with bowling balls.
I can't do that. I can't.
But
or walk out of the store
Ronnie
with
Stearns
cases of beer and just run.
Yeah, that's what.
Ronnie Stearns was really a dangerous person.
Burger Kings.
Mm-hmm.
And he, Pat and I, were you here when Pat was here?
No, Pat was already gone when
You'll
Mike
meet
got here.
Pat tomorrow. Pat and I had gone over to Ronnie's house. Ronnie had a mother that walked around in a half slip and a bra, and she was young and gorgeous. And we just watch her walk around. She liked us to watch her.
Wow.
Well, something happened, and she disciplined Ronnie, or something, and I think she grounded him. And he came out. Pat and I were outside on the porch waiting because they'd had this big battle.
Ronnie and his mother.
Yeah, and his mother came out and said, "I guess you boys are going to have to go on. You know, I'm sure this goes on in your family." No, it didn't ever. But anyway, and then Ronnie came out, and he said, "I'm going to kill them. My dad's going to come home in about an hour, and I'm going to kill both of them." And Higgins is so cool. He said, "Well," instead of, freaking out, he said, "Well, what are you going to do, Ronnie? And what are you going to shoot him with?" And he said, "Well, my shotgun." And Pat said, "Well, I don't know. It doesn't have many bullets in it."
He called him out on that too.
And he said, "You have a 22. Yeah, I got a 22. He said, 22 holds a lot of shells, and when they come in, you could just lay them out with that 22.
Good one, Pat.
And I'm just sitting here, my eyes are going, yeah. And Higgins is counseling him on how to most effectively kill both of his parents. And so, anyway, Ronnie said, "Well, yeah, I can't leave, but pretty good idea." And Ronnie went inside and he said, "I'll be right back." And Pat and I turned and we ran about 40 miles an hour as fast as we could down the street. And we kept running, block after block. Because we thought Ronnie was going to see us gone, get the 22.
You guys.
Yeah. God.
That's insane.
Well, tell Mike about the pervert in the hollow.
Oh, that story.
Do you know that
Yeah,
story?
yeah.
Didn't somebody shoot him in the dick with his That was
And then Rex just passed
And
him off.
Rex, yeah. Rex passed
Scared
me
like
by
shit.
like I was tied to a tree, man.
He gone.
awesome.
Oh.
And then we used to go trapping down there in the hollow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we had Rex and I had traps, and we'd go down there and set them and bait them with things, and nothing ever happened. We went down there one day. We had baited it with, I think, carrots or cabbage or something we got out of the refrigerator.